Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's BiackPowder here. Got a game of Jungle on Domination with the L96. I ended up going 72-5, having a pretty nice game. And without a chopper gunner, usually kids I generalize saying as my friends, they all have chopper gunners on and they all get like high scores and stuff, but I don't think that takes as much skill, seeing as like depending on the chopper gunner you can get like 10 to 20 like extra kills. I think it get a good score. It should be with a gun. Like on Nuketown, I know a lot of my friends will put on chopper gunners and like more powerful kill streaks, and I put on like an attack helicopter mainly just to piss them off so they can't get the airspace and ruin the game for everybody else who's trying to get kills. And then like Blackbird and usually Spy Plane and Napalm. This game's a little different. I'm playing Ground War today, so instead of rocking like Napalm and Blackbird and attack helicopter, I'm just going straight helicopter, Blackbird, and dogs. My dogs get me a good amount of kills, but probably 75% is with my gun. So I'd like to take sniping. And when you got a good game like this, where your team's capping flags, you can focus on playing another role. Usually, when I'm playing by myself or with one other friend, like I am now, if I want to win the game, usually me and him have to try as hard as possible to make sure we're holding down all the spawn points. And capping flags causes usually in Call of Duty, your teammates don't help you at all, ever. Like in this game, there's a kid on the other team towards the end who's just spinning in fucking circles on a flat ground, just shooting randomly. And I was like, how are you trying to play the objective by just spawning and spinning? It's just retarded. Like, that's not a montage clip if you're like jump off stuff and go like 5 and 20. Like, that's just stupid. So in this game, if you want to do well and win a lot of games, you have to play with your friends or people that can communicate with you so you know what's going on. I know during this past school year in the spring, my buddies and I, we went on like a 236 game win streak, and that's because our schedule was met up for like 2 or 3 weeks, and that we were able to play like 4 at a time or 3 at a time minimum, and then best case scenario where you'd have like 6 to make a full team, and we would just run train. And it was so much fun because it's so much easier to snipe when you know where the people are coming from. Like in this game right now, it's Ground War, so I'm hoping that our teammates will funnel them so that they're coming down the bridge. But it happens here for a little bit, but the guy in front of me is just ruining it. But from picking off some kills just randomly, nothing too strenuous. I got attack helicopter and Blackbird, and once you get Blackbird, you're set. I think me and my one friend in this game, we go 133 and 11 combined. He goes like 61 and 6. So it's a pretty good game for both of us. We're both pretty decent, I think, at Call of Duty. He's using a regular gun, which makes it a little bit easier. I'm sniping in this game. I like to snipe. I said in my last commentary, the first like legit one I've done, I talked about how I started playing Call of Duty. And so now you get to see me play like an actual objective instead of just messing around in free-for-all, which I've probably played like 20 times out of like thousands of games played, so I'm not that good at it. So this game, you get to see how you really play, which is make sure you get B. Whenever I play Domination is my favorite game. I can like pretty much predict where everybody's gonna be at one point on the other team, depending on which flags we have and like which side my team is pushing. So it's really easy to predict where people are going, and especially with Blackbird out, helps a lot. I'm able to run out of ammo from trying to no-scope people before. I make montages, that's how I got started on YouTube, and I'm trying to expand my channel and do some commentaries, get into stuff I've never done before. So you see me pick up a gun because I run out of ammo, and pick up dogs, and then here I just stupid, there's no cover, there's people coming down, but once you get going on a nice kill streak, you think you're invincible. It happens to me all the time, and I end up dying like you see there. But I get my dogs, I'm off to a good game, and then from here on out, I just go ape shit with the sniper. Like, you can't even understand. You see coming up, I get into a couple of nice streaks, and I get dogs again. And the Blackbird helps a lot, but also from playing domination probably like 80% of the time on Black Ops. You know, the spawn points, like here, I already start to zoom in before the guy turns the corner. So usually when I go get a good score, like 72 and 5, like over a 10 KD, most of the time it's with like regular gun or something. But it still happens occasionally with a sniper. I mean, with my friends, and I can usually hold my own. It gets to the point where it's competing for kills, where it gets to the point here at the end. And I have another commentary I might upload later, where I use an actual FAMAS back when I was still trying really hard to, and like drop shotting and halo hopping and all that stuff. I drop shot a little bit, but I was one from dogs. I try not to, cause I mean, it's Call of Duty. You have the advantage if you drop shot, but I try not to, cause when I do it, I like, oh, I just got drop shotted. So everybody's a hypocrite. But getting back to my point of how it's so much easier to play if you have a friend that's good, or just a person on your team that you communicate with. But I don't really know where I'm headed with this. It's kind of a long game. It's not minutes. I just got done work. But if you just keep watching the rest of the game and see me running back and forth, this is a good spawn point between, they're either going to spawn behind the ruins back there or over here by the huts. And so I just keep working back and forth, and the Blackbird helps me out a lot. Pick up this Galil. And then coming up here, I see, like, I was like hoping it's a quad. I just start spraying in there, but I get a ton of hit markers. And then here, nothing you can do about that. This guy sees me. And then my dogs are doing well. My team is just hanging out. I don't know what they're doing. Me and my one friend, he's about to get a couple multi-kills with napalm in a little bit. So he was all excited about that. And most of this game towards the end, I'm more talking to him about how bad these kids are. So I die a couple more times, I think. Well, not a lot. I die 5 times the whole match, but I don't seem cocky at all. But when this game is at the end of the night, so I'm all warmed up and used to the zoom in time. See, there's the napalm. And used to sniping and feeling good and like focused. I can usually pull out some pretty good gameplays, but when I first get started, I'm like so bad my first couple games with the sniper. I gotta get into it a little bit and get your hands warm and whatnot. But so this gameplay is coming to an end in a minute or so. Hoping about talking more about like the tactics of domination, because I feel like so many kids are bad at this game. It's unbelievable. If you try to play by yourself, it's so frustrating, because usually you end up on a team that just sucks donkey dick. And especially, I tried playing, I had time for a couple games last Friday for Nuketown 24/7, and I ran into it before I had to go to work and my girlfriend's. My team was just god awful, and we were playing against kids in a party, and a couple kids on my team had like over 50 deaths, and my mountain friend texted me a picture of he broke 100 kills, and the next best person on his team was like 50 and 100. It's like, how does that happen? This game isn't hard. It's Call of Duty. It's a video game. People should be better at it than what they are. Like, there's this one guy, I was looking at his combat record. His kill death was 0.1, and he'd been playing for 2 days. He only had like 300 kills, so it was terrible. But I hope to get more into how to get better at Call of Duty in the future to help everybody out. But this is wrapping up, so I gotta go. Later, guys.
It wasn't just us, but it was pretty much